Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target, match number 7, Delhi Capitals versus Gujarat Titans. Gujarat coming in with the victory against the Chennai Super Kings, who happened to win last night, beating them convincingly, rather, Lucknow Super Giants. And yeah, Chennai wins. But coming back to Gujarat, coming back from a win from the first match, Delhi lost by 50 runs to Lucknow Super Giants in their opener match, where we saw a certain problem with their batting, particularly the top order batsmen, with we saw Sarfaraz Khan, Riley Russo. These guys failed to perform. And Mitch Marsh has been one of the key figureheads that has not been performing for the Delhi Capitals, and we're looking forward for that. विद गुजरात अगर अपन गुजरात की बात करने वाले टॉप थ्री उन लोगों के जो थे रिद्धिमान शाह शुभमन गिल साई सुदर्शन तक भी जबरदस्त बैटिंग थी हार्दिक पांड्या रियली स्टेप अप द गन एंड बताना है कि कप्तान साहब कुछ काबिल है या नहीं है एंड it's been phenomenal till now. The IPL, we had a good match last night where Lucknow lost to the Chennai Super Kings, and Dhoni's two sixes making the difference. Coming to today's match, it will be at Arun Jaitley Stadium or Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium, जो भी आप prefer करेंगे बोलना. Warner and his men would look to fire. I'm particularly interested in looking at how Prithvi Shaw will perform. Prithvi Shaw is going to be one of the main heads today. I feel he has to, back his ability and get in some runs. Needs to not focus on his exposure of the ball that comes towards inside of the bat, and which he's already been exposed. Delhi की अगर weakness की बात करेंगे, I guess we could probably say that they have a little bit of a weaker bowling side at this point of time. Yes, I know Khalil Ahmed did have a good performance against Lucknow, and so did Mukesh Kumar. Chetan Sakaria did pick up two, but he gave away 53 runs. He was expensive. There is no figurehead अगर अपन बोल रहे हैं in the bowling department. Yes, they have the spin twins and Aksar and Kuldeep. Maybe today those guys might be the main people to perform. We will be shortly joined by Mustafa Bhai. But yeah, for me, I think the main thing for Delhi Capitals will be having Mitch Marsh perform. अगर मिचेल मार्श की बैट नहीं चली, पृथ्वी शॉ की बैट नहीं चली, सरफराज खान की बैट नहीं चली, तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. यू कैंट एक्सपेक्ट कि डेविड वार्नर हमेशा आके आपकी जान बचाएंगे. डेविड वार्नर ने 50 मारा, बट काफी स्लो इनिंग्स थी. अगर उनके यूजुअल जिस तरीके से ही गोज अबाउट हिज इनिंग्स की बात करें, इट वाज जस्ट 56 ऑफ 48 बॉल्स. कैप्टन नॉक आई वुड से ट्राइंग टू से राइली रूसो का अनफॉर्चुनेट डिसमिसल जो 30 पे अच्छे दिख रहे थे. रोहमन पावल again another good batsman that can come and light it up, but particularly अगर दिल्ली की साइड से देख रहे हैं अपन, उन लोगों को बैटिंग करना बहुत जरूरी है, अच्छी बारी खेलना जरूरी है. They don't have the firepower in the end to sort of help them out. They would expect highly from the top three to four people in them. You can bat Aksar and Kuldeep Yadav, but this is T20. You need to get the runs in quickly. वाइड्स एंड नो बॉल्स भी चेक करने का है. कल धोनी भाई जबरदस्त गिराक हो गए थे. धोनी भाई वाज वेरी एंग्री एट द एंड ऑफ द मैच दैट देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वाइड्स एंड नो बॉल्स, एंड इफ यू गो टू चेक ऑल द 6 मैचेस दैट हैव बीन प्लेड अभी तक, मेरे हिसाब से it has been very expensive for each team, considering RCB had 5 wides bowled in 1 over, and yesterday we had 13 wides bowled from the Chennai. Ibrahim Bhai joining us. Thank you for joining us, Ibrahim Bhai. Miller in for Williamson for sure today. That'll be an immense boost for Gujarat Titans. And we know what David Miller is capable of doing. He had a good last match against the Netherlands where he scored a 92, if I'm not wrong. And we have Markram coming in also for Sunrisers Hyderabad. So these South African players that are coming into the mix, they will add more excitement to the IPL. We have got Quentin de Kock, we've got David Miller, we've got Henrik Klaassen, we've got Aiden Markram, we've got a lot of players coming in from that, Andre Nofre, Rabada, and all of these guys back in the IPL. So it adds to the confidence of the teams. They have been missing it. And you see these South African players, whichever are coming in, they're all in form. They're all figureheads. They're all big purchases that the clubs have, franchises have made now. तो मेरे हिसाब से I think that's going to be a very key player. Gujarat Titans की अगर अपन बात करें, I mean, this team is looking solid. I don't know, a lot of people are disregarding the team Gujarat Titans. They are defending champions. They know how to win matches. Each of their players, I think the best thing about Gujarat Titans की ये है कि हर बंदा उनके पास responsibility लेता है. रिद्धिमान शाह को ले लो, he's a real experienced leader, but he still is giving his quota. You've got Shubman Gill who's taking the quota. Sai Sudarshan is very well heard of. From our viewers, we have been told that Sai Sudarshan is one to look out for. Hardik Pandya, on the other hand, मेरे हिसाब से he's not been the best in form, and I would expect him to step up his shoes. Vijay Shankar had a decent knock of 27. Rahul Tewatia came and finished the game. Rashid Khan, as we know, is probably the best bowler in the IPL at this point of time. The way he gets wickets, the way he saves the runs, for his team. And the way he makes runs, he smashing that 10 runs off that over of Deepak Chahar, helping Gujarat beat Chennai in the last match. Or else it would have been too close to call. Alzari Joseph, another West Indian fast bowler, जो जबरदस्त फॉर्म में है, जो जबरदस्त निक में है for that Gujarat squad. So yeah, Gujarat definitely looks a bit more stronger, I would say, in the bowling department when you compare them to the bowling of thing. Now it's important to see what foreign players now Delhi will be looking towards this match in particular. अगर अपन बात करें, we've got last match में we had David Warner, we had Mitch Marsh, we had Roman Powell and Riley Russo. Riley Russo didn't do a lot wrong, but would Delhi probably look to get will definitely Delhi would want to get in Andre North here. North here is going to be there. We have been joined by the man in the West Indian colors. So what's up? I was just talking about how will Delhi go about their foreign players, right? Because they've got a big head in Andre North here coming back. They need that bowling attack. Who do you think is going to get out for the Delhi Capitals?
What's up, Faz? Hope you're doing well, man. मेरे हिसाब से it doesn't matter if Russo goes, then थोड़ा सा middle order में दिक्कत हो सकती है. He's somebody who bats really good at 4-5. If Powell goes, थोड़ा सा lower order में दिक्कत आ सकती है because he can provide finishes. But you have to take that risk because Nokia will give you 4 overs, and yes, there will be games he might get hit, but he is a very important bowler in a team which is already deflated in terms of fast bowling. So I think Nokia, him adding to Akshar Patel, Kuldeep, it makes that Delhi lineup stronger. Whoever you take out, I think it's okay. You can take out either one. Maybe Robin Powell, you keep him in the beginning and you take out Russo, South African for South African, because Powell also gives you something with the ball if required, and he's in really good form and he's in good finishing form as well. So I would probably take out Russo. It's a tough call, but I think you have to take that call. You need to bolster your bowling. Sorry, and अगर Mitchell Marsh or Russo, yeah, Mitchell Marsh and Powell नहीं चले, फिर आगे जाके you can bring in Russo for those guys, but Nokia has to come in for one of those 3 players.
Yeah. And from Gujarat's point of view, do you think they'll make any changes to a winning combination by bringing in David Miller? Obviously,
Yes,
we know he's there.
yeah, that's the change they're gonna make.
But
वही
who's
चेंज
going to
होगा.
go
डेविड
out?
मिलर,
Will it be Josh
केन
Hill
विलियमसन,
or
केन विलियमसन
Kane
is
Williamson?
gone.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, it's a simple, straight forward swap for Gujarat Titans. Yeah, you don't want to disturb a winning combination, but here you have to. And in a way, it's really good. David Miller was one of their best players last year. He was really good in that finishing role. Some brilliant innings, and I think he'll bolster that middle order and make it more threatening because उन्हें भाई strike rate का भी उसका कोई मसला नहीं है. He knows how to play T20 cricket. He has their experience, and I think he will definitely add more fire to this lineup, this Gujarat lineup. Again, one key battle that I want to look at today is Prithvi Shaw versus Rashid Khan. I think Prithvi Shaw, he in the power play, he averages around 40, 47, 48 in the Kotla in the power play. But I think against leg spinners, fast leg spinners like Rashid Khan, he has a very poor record. So that's going to be a matchup that I want to see. Maybe I want to see Hardik Pandya bowl Rashid in the power play. That's what I'm saying. Ek over. It's a risk, but मैं देखना चाह रहा हूँ ये.
Yeah, but I think also Northcare coming back will be enough of a challenge probably for Prithvi Shaw to play on Northcare in the
Nokia is in Prithvi Shaw's team. He doesn't have to worry about
he's in
that.
Delhi.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about that. But like, if you see the fast bowlers from Gujarat, I think
Delhi,
you have Alzari Joseph. He is decent.
Yeah.
You got Mohammad Shami. He can cause problems for Prithvi Shaw. Yes, but I think still उन्हें संभाल ले सकता. मगर Rashid Khan के against ये challenge हो सकता. And also Faiz, who are you picking, man? Prithvi Shaw versus Shubman Gill. Both of these guys played under 19 World Cup together. Prithvi Shaw was the captain at that time.
I'm going to go based on form. I'm going to go with Shubman Gill because for me, Shubman Gill really knows his responsibility in this team. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't, Prithvi Shaw doesn't know his responsibility, but the way Shubman is taking his opportunities at each match, I know he should have finished that match against Chennai and brought it home, but for me, Shubman Gill right now is the better of the two players and more in confidence.
How time changes, because it was Shaw who was his senior in the under 19 World Cup. He was his captain. But yes, now Shubman Gill is that he's the player in form. He's the guy everyone's looking at. And
It's
I think
the
this
same with Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan. Right? Like they weren't in the same team together, but Shikhar Dhawan was the senior, and now Virat Kohli. There was an interview that I was seeing. Shikhar Dhawan was talking that there was no egos, but yeah, if once time comes, you can't really do anything about it.
हाँ, तो मेरे लिए भी like अच्छा है who's going to score more runs, Shaw versus Shubman Gill. Delhi are playing at home, so that gives them a bit of an advantage at the Kotla. Normally we see it a bit slow paced, but initially with the fresh pitch, we could see some runs. Ground is slightly smallish, I think, if I'm not mistaken. तो मेरे हिसाब से it'll be a very good, interesting interesting battle between both the sides. Delhi versus Gujarat. Hardik Pandya, we'd probably want to see him take more responsibility to the bat, because when Williamson not there, he might need to play anchor and finisher. So his roles might change depending on the situation. How many overs will he bowl? Again, Tewati and Rashid Khan, can they bail them out every game? They need the top order perform. Saha, Shubman Gill, Hardik, even was it Manohar?
Sai,
Abhishek Manohar, is it? Or Sai Kushore? Who's no, not Sai Kushore. Abhishek Manohar.
Sai Sudarshan.
Sai, there's also Manohar, no, in the team, in one down or two down. One of the two, Sai Sudarshan or Manohar. These guys have to contribute, because you can't
Abhinav Manohar,
always.
yeah.
Yeah, Avina Manohar. So you can't always rely on the likes of Tewati and Rashid Khan to bill yarder games. These guys, the top order has to step up from Gujarat. From Delhi, David Warner, a lot of questions, man. David Warner is not in the best of forms. उसके numbers वैसे नहीं है जैसे 3-4 साल हमारे जब कहता था वैसे numbers नहीं है. उस पे भी pressure आएगा अब. Not only does he have to score runs, captaincy wise he will be questioned. He'll have to manage his bowlers. The key question is, where does he play his Indian fast bowlers? The likes of Khalil, किधर दिलाएगा, कहाँ दिलाएगा. He's played with Khalil in Sunrisers also, so he understands him. But he'll have to try and get the best out of someone like a Khalil Ahmed, who has a tendency to be expensive. How he uses the spinners, Kuldeep and Aksar, against like some hard hitters in that middle order. So, he has some questions which need to be answered today. And with his own form is also under question, and David Warner has to, perform with the bat as well. That will ease everything else. And one victory today, and things can look brighter for Delhi.
Yeah, 100%. For me, that's what I was been thinking about. That the main top four have to perform for Delhi. I mean, they have batting till Kuldeep Yadav or Akshar Patel rather, but don't take it till there. And for Gujarat, the most added incentive right now is David Miller coming into that spot. So for Delhi, they will be racking their head around how to, sort of. It adds to their strength, and yeah, like you said, Hardik Pandya really needs to take up initiative and start batting. He can't. I mean, he's also bowling. He got smashed also when he was bowling, if I'm not wrong. But he really needs to take more kind of responsibility on his shoulder to sort of execute his plan much better, not get frustrated, and again that dependency on one star player to come and finish it off, either Rashid or someone. Delhi के लिए डेविड वार्नर के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा है. I think David Warner will have a fantastic game today. I have a very big feeling he'll have another good 50 or 60, because he looks in good connection with himself. Now it's all about that Prithvi Shaw, Mitch Marsh, and Sarfaraz, Bermuda Triangle जो बोल सकते हैं अपन. They are not getting the runs out. I see the main problem over there, which adds, again that adds added responsibility to David Warner. He's not able to score the runs off the bat, which adds pressure, and then your lower order came and sort of got disrupted. So it's just going to fall off the faucet. Those top three, one of them really has to score today. From Sarfaraz,
Now thinking of it, because Rashid is in that 11, maybe you play Russo instead of Robin Powell, because left-hander, he might be a bit more suited against Rashid. Rashid was really good against the left-handers as well. He's an excellent googly on him, but maybe Russo could be someone who could counter-attack or who could handle Rashid, because you need to somehow, even if you don't attack him, you can't give him wickets, and you have to somehow play that spell out and then attack the other bowlers. And that's where you need one anchor, whether Warner is your anchor over there or a Mitchell Marsh. Or you need an anchor there and someone to attack, and I think a Russo could maybe get some boundaries against Rashid Khan. Again, also Gujarat will be tested as well, with Kuldeep and Aksar in those conditions. If there is any turn on offer, they will exploit it, these two for sure, especially Kuldeep. He's a good turner of the ball, so playing him also will be a task for the Gujarat batting. Over here, I think it's going to be the battle of the bowling. Whoever bowls better will win this game. From the batting as well, you mentioned, I think Delhi on paper have a stronger top order, but Gujarat have a stronger middle order. So that's what they're probably going to play to their strengths. But if their weaknesses can step up today, for example, if someone like Saha can step up and score a 60-70, or someone in the middle order for Sarfaraz can come and step up and score 50-60, that will boost that respective team and take them closer to victory, mere hisab se.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what I'm saying. I mean, the main majority of runs have to come from that three people for Delhi. And then for Gujarat, I think it's more a little balanced. You have Shubman Gill giving them good starts. I mean, again, and then you have Rhythm and Saha anchoring with them, which gives them that sort of balance. And then you have other people like Miller coming in. You've got Hardik Pandya if he has a good go. But for Delhi, it's very much more dependent on a few people in that batting lineup, where Riley Russo, and if any one of them messes up, then it's sort of a
No, it's
very
similar. I
thin
think both,
bundle.
the thing is with Gujarat, they depend more on their middle order. Delhi rely on their top order. Top order, चार player उनके तो तगड़े हैं. अब वो उन लोग they have to step up. Same thing with Gujarat. Middle order तगड़े हैं. Top order में Shuman Gill है, so they have that option. The both teams have batting options. It's about them stepping up on the big stage and taking the attack to the opposition, and others also contributing. We saw Shaw and Sarfaraz. They were disturbed by that fast bowling spell from Wood, and now they'll have to
More,
face
yeah.
Alzari Joseph. I think Alzari Joseph will look to attack them as well. So that's something that they will have to counter some weaknesses. Gujarat also, you saw how they were losing wickets after getting set. They were looking a bit dodgy against spin, but then Rashid Khan came and bailed you out. So, there are weaknesses in the batting. लेकिन अब देखेंगे क्या होता है. I give you three options. You pick one, 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 and those will be your fantasy picks. It's just a more fun way to look at it this time around, I think. Prithvi Shaw versus Shubman Gill. I think you've gone Shubman Gill. I'm going to go Prithvi Shaw. Now let's go to the bowlers. Rashid Khan versus Kuldeep.
Rashid Khan.
I'll go Kuldeep. And then go in the all-rounders. Hardik Pandya versus Akshar Patel.
Akshar Patel, because it's at home and Akshar Patel knows that Delhi ground pretty well.
Good shout. And Akshar Patel with the bat has really improved, man. He's
Yeah.
not the same as 2-3 years ago. You can count him as a proper batter.
Yeah.
I expect him to score 40s and 50s. I think he's capable of doing that. Come at the 5-6 position, and if they have a good platform, the top order has given them like 120, 130 run start. Akshar Patel can take that score to 200.
Even if
He has
I
that
was thinking on the lines of what you were saying, if Riley Russo doesn't play, also you can promote Akshar Patel to the top of
Yeah,
that
that's
lot,
an option.
and then
That's an option.
improvement Patel can definitely come and then help you finish out. I don't know what they're going to go for the game plan, but it's all mainly on the top four for me. Delhi, agar wo top four nikal gayi, then there's going to be pressure. Then you see collapses and stuff like that. But not here in that bowling lineup. It's really going to help the likes of Khalil Ahmed, Mukesh Kumar, whoever is going to play today. It's just going to work. Mohammad Shami, Josh Little, these guys also are decent. But I think अगर नॉर्थ के आ गया तो बहुत ज्यादा उनकी bowling attack strong हो गई दिल्ली की.
One thing मेरे को समझ में आना था कि सरकारिया, right? I think he's someone on a Chennai pitch उन्हें बहुत जबरदस्त bowling कर सकता है, where the ball is gripping a bit, थोड़ा सा slow, low रख रहा. On a Delhi pitch, initially, I don't know if it's going to be slow. If it's not, then someone like a Sakaria pitch सकता. He needs those conditions where the ball is stopping a bit. He has very good variations, मगर pace उतना नहीं है. तो अगर pace नहीं है and it's a flat track, then someone like a Sakaria can be punished, I think. So I want to see how he develops as a bowler in flatter conditions, because he could be key, because they don't have Indian bowling उतना है नहीं, right? Indian fast bowling Khalil और Sakaria पे पूरी fast bowling है, तो उन्हें कैसे develop करता, कैसे improve करता. If he can find a solution to flatter wickets, I think that will really help Delhi Capitals. So I'm interested to see how Sakaria performs. Khalil is someone, he's hit and miss, bro. He'll pick 2-3 wickets, so he can get bashed for like 70 runs in 4 overs.
100%. We saw a better spell from him against LSG. I think he was decent. He dropped that catch, obviously still
मैच हरा दिया.
मैच हरा दिया, but मेरे हिसाब से सकारिया का भी वही था. अगर आप लखनऊ की ट्रैक देखो, it wasn't that crazy, flattish थी. उन्होंने बहुत पिटा, but he got 2 wickets, but उन्होंने बहुत पिटा 53. So you're right, he really needs to step up his work on the flat thing. Patidhar and Iyer ruled out of IPL. Yeah. Iyer ruled out of WTC final as well. Also, there was one more bit of news that probably that happened yesterday, and maybe you discussed it, I'm not sure, but Shakib Al Hasan is not coming to the IPL. He's opted out of the IPL. He said that international duty is more important for me. Now Kolkata Knight Riders, I think,
that's a
have
big
an
loss for KKR.
Opportunity to get Shanaka, maybe. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's a good option, but I still they have Andre Russell. I think Shaki would have got something different, spinning all rounder. So both Thoda sa Merku, I think that's a big call, man. I'm just looking at the 11. So yeah, it'll be Sai Sudarshan probably batting one down, not Abhishek Manor. So Sai Sudarshan, that's where I want to see some contribution. Agar unne 20-30 maar diya, that'll be a big bonus for Gujarat. And bowling wise also, maybe a Yash Dayal or a Sai Kishore, that could be an option with the ball. Sorry, I'll just take a few comments. Williamson or Miller, basically. Williamson to Miller? Yeah, Williamson or Miller. I don't know. Kya pooch rahe aap, Syed bhai?
So if it's Williamson against Miller, who would you pick? Like, let's just play both the scenarios out. If it was Williamson versus Miller.
It's a tough call, man. It's different because like Miller is giving me finishing, Williamson is giving me balance, and he is anchoring. Yeah, he's anchoring the innings. Probably Miller with the form he's in right now, but Williamson is a class player, man. Any thoughts on Khalil's pace last year? Many times he touched 145. Need more left-arm high-pace bowlers. We do. I think Mohsin Khan is one. Again, he's injured. That's the problem. Khalil also went through injury, and that's why he's not bowling at those speeds as you mentioned. But also with those speeds, Khalil's problem is his accuracy. He wavered ho jata, like he'll pitch one or two balls in great areas, he might even pick up wickets, and that's why you see only 3-4 wicket ले लेता, but उसकी economy 10 के ऊपर चले जाती है, and the reason for that is because of his accuracy. Now maybe he's not bowling those speeds, and he's not looking 100% because he's gone through injuries. But now I think once he gets through the rhythm, bowls a few full quota like 4 over 3-4 game ke baad, hopefully we'll see a better version of Khalil. That's what we're hoping. All the best. DC have Nagarkoti and Mukesh Kumar as Indian bowlers as well. I think Nagarkoti is a very good option. I would try him. I think with the bat also he can contribute and ball. When he's fit, he bowls 140 clicks up. I don't know how fit he is right now and what his thing is, what his Nagarkoti's level of fitness is basically. Last year his economy was very good.
Khalil was, but again, he had a tendency to get smashed. He had a tendency to get smashed, which is the problem with him. He was good. He was initially good, but then he got completely bamboozled also in a couple of games. Problem ये है कि भाई वो consistency नहीं है. He's pretty wayward at times. At times he gets caught. Like उसको मालूम हो जाता कि इसकी weakness ये है, and then वो expose बहुत बुरी तरीके से हो जाता. He also bowled against Lucknow, very decent spell, 4 overs, 30 runs. Yeah, it was decent, but then वो catch drop हो गया, which added to his tag. But I think now they'll get over it and move on. But yeah, Delhi and Gujarat a very good game. I can't actually wait for it now.
विलियमसन की जगह मिलर. सॉरी भाई, समझ में नहीं आता क्वेश्चन. नहीं, मिलर ही लेंगा. मिलर लेंगा उसका.
मिलर सीधा घुस जाएगा. स्टार मिलर की पार्किंग रिजर्व्ड है वहां पे, क्योंकि वो लाइक फॉर लाइक तो नहीं बोल सकते, बट इंटरनेशनल सीन पे लाइंस फिट हो जाते हैं. कोई है नहीं होता.
And the battle Nokia versus Shubman Gill, that was going to be a key battle because Shubman Gill right now is in scintillating form. I think in all formats, even for India international level पे उन्हें जो खेल रहा है वो बंदे में बहुत confidence है. And Nokia again is coming in. It's going to be his first game. It might not be easy for him to settle, but I think they're banking a lot on him, and they're expecting a lot on him. Sometimes that backfires, and you saw what happened with Archer. That could happen, but if Nokia is fit and firing, that battle will be amazing to watch. Maybe a few boundaries from Shubman Gill, but then Nokia beats him 2-3 times. I'm interested to see wo battle. I think both Charenga, because Gill is a man possessed right now and he's in very, very good form.
Yeah, 100%. Could we see
and also
the battle?
He plays spin pretty well. Shubman Gill, I don't think Akshar Patel has ever dismissed him. So he plays spin pretty well as well. So if he gets set, he can play the long innings. That's one thing that Shubman Gill has. Sorry, yeah.
Could we see the battle of the Indian under-19 bowlers, Nagarkoti versus Shivam Mavi?
It's a possibility. I mean, Shivam Mavi also, again, we saw him in a game for India. Was it against South Africa or New Zealand? I don't remember. Unhe अच्छा ही डाल लिया था. He picked up a few wickets against Sri Lanka, I think. Nagarkoti, if he's fit, what his speeds are and everything, they'll check that and they might play him. We could see that. It's a possibility. A bigger possibility is that we'll see the battle of the Indian under-19 openers, which is Shubman Gill versus Prithvi Shaw. At that tournament, if you remember, Shubman Gill was batting one down and he had 100 against Pakistan also. In that tournament in the semi-finals, and yeah, he was batting one down. Shaw was opening and Shaw was the captain. I think Shubman was the vice captain. So you will definitely see that battle, Shubman versus Prithvi. Let me know in the comments who do you think will score more runs today. Will Nokia replace Russo or someone else? It's a very good question. I'm thinking Russo, but it could be Robin Paul also, could be Mitchell Marsh. I don't think it'll be Mitchell Marsh, but these are the options that they have. I think it will be Russo more likely than anyone
if it's not Russo, then Akshar comes up the order and Robin Powell stays, but लेकिन bowling अगर अपन देखें, maybe they do actually need Robin Powell.
But also Robin Powell gives them something different with the bat also, which they need. They need a finisher as well,
booster,
right?
Yeah, booster,
they need a finisher. And ideally, if they could play both of them and Rishabh Pant was there, that would have been perfect. I mean, if Rishabh Pant was there, then you could have dropped Russo easily. You wouldn't have this headache. But now you need to play both of them because Rishabh Pant is not there. You need a left-handed batter in the middle order. You need somebody who is like proper T20 player. And Russo, the guy is Mr. T20, man. I've seen him in so many games. He scores big runs. He's inconsistent at times, but when he gets going, gets going. So it's a difficult call, but I think they would probably stick with Robin Powell because of the form he's in. He's finishing well and he can bowl as well.
Yeah, 100%. मेरे हिसाब से भी the same. I think Robin Powell, but Riley didn't have such a bad match, man. He just got dismissed very unfortunately, and it is going to be a tough call. Maybe it'll be depending upon how the pitch is looking and stuff. If they feel like they need more batting, but again, it's the balance of Robin that will bring in. I think Roman will lock him, man. It
Yeah.
will be hard, but yeah.
Just
Overall,
looking
yeah.
at the stats for Delhi, I got it. I kept thinking it's a slower kind of pitch, but the average score here since 2019 is 170, and chasing seven times they've won. Batting first, the teams have won three times, and one game which went to super over. So it's I think with the start of the season, we might see a high scoring game. Maybe you won't be surprised. And then as the tournament progresses, the spinners will come into play. I'm sure Kuldeep and Aksar will run right on these pitches as the season progresses.
Yeah, 100%. Is Ruturaj versus Gill for Orange Cap this season? That's actually a good shout. Both are looking in contention. Ruturaj to high next level form में चल रहा, and Shuman Gill also. I
Yeah,
would
that's a potential orange cap,
at this
100%.
point I think I would bank on Ruturaj over Gill.
Don't count out Butler exactly. Say
Yeah,
remember like Butler, Kohli, Faf. These guys don't count them out. But Gill versus Ruturaj could be one of the battles because they're looking in sublime form. And अगर ऐसा मारते गए तो फिर भाई orange cap इन लोगों के पास ही आ सकता. There's still options. There's a long way to go. Could DC go for Phil Salt as wicket keeper as he's joined the team for Sarfaraz will be wicket keeper. The problem is if they get Phil Salt in, who are you going to take out from your foreign player? You can't take out a Mitchell Marsh. You're not going to take out a Nokia. You're not going to are you going to sit both Powell and Russo out and play Phil
Ruturaj.
Salt? I don't think that's an option. You have to play either Powell or Russo. You can't. I don't think they can fit in Phil Salt. That's my opinion. And also Phil Salt, if you see for Lancashire, he's got most of the runs at the top of the order, opening the batting. And now you already have the openers over there. Even in for the Manchester Originals, I think when he plays in the 100, he opens the batting. For Lancashire and all the formats, he's opening the batting, most of the formats. So I don't know if that's going to be a call. Ideally, you want a proper wicket keeper, but I don't think they have that option right now. Robin Power versus leg spinner Rashid Khan Russo mid 30 of 20 in last match where Warner was struggling. Yeah, I know that. That's why it's tough to leave one out, but you have to leave either Powell or Russo. You don't have an option. What can you do unless Nokia is
And the
not
thing is,
going
they
to
don't.
play today?
If they didn't have like a Khalil May and probably had like a Mohammad Shami in their team, then it'd be easier to do that because you have a lot of to play with the bowling department. But
Still won't be easy.
wait,
You can't like a Nokia, Rabada, Markwood. These plays more often than not, you'll play them if they're fit. You're not going to drop them. Whoever is with you, doesn't matter who the other bowler is. Like a Bumrah था, Bolt हर game खेला उसके साथ. उससे पहले like कौन थे मुंबई के bowlers? There was Malinga. He also used to play like all the games. So like these kind of players will always play. It's very difficult unless Nokia is not fully fit right now. तैयार नहीं है खेलने के लिए. एक को तो drop करना पड़ेगा. वो now it's a tough call, but they'll have to make that call. And yes, Roman Paul versus Rashid Khan. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying Russo agar khilai, that could be a better battle for in Delhi's
next
favor.
time.
But maybe you just like Faiz said, Akshar Patel ko boost kar do and let him go and counter that.
I think he can do it. Yeah, Aksar is that capable of batting, and I think they shall do that if it happens. But again, but main man that I'm going to look out for in this game, I think it'll be his last game if he doesn't perform with Mitch Marsh. I think Mitch Marsh will be sitting out the next game अगर एक और zero आ गया उसको.
No, Abhi, that's too harsh, man. Like, give him another. Much is a great player. You have to give him 3-4 games and then see. Then yeah, you can sit him out later if you need, but he's still a very good player. Unless he gets injured, I wouldn't drop him right now.
Yeah, that's a high possibility with him. Salt batted for Lahore Calendar and number 6 number did well in that role. Yeah, Salt has been consistent and his price tag actually you would want him to bat. I think it's 3.2 or 1.8 something, right?
But again,
Yeah.
you have proper number 6 already in Robin Powell, and
Yeah.
then you have Russo at number 5. So for Salt batted there because there wasn't any options, but he is proper opener. Like that's his slot. That's his
I
main
mean,
slot.
that's also what he helps now. Then in that aspect, it helps his flexibility, right? You can throw him around the 11 wherever you want and shoot wherever he's needed. But yeah, again, for that price tag, ideally you would say okay, he should play, but they're already well equipped with Sarfaraz and they need Northgate, they need Russo. I don't know unless they
That's the
probably sit.
problem. I think
Yeah,
Sarfaraz is not the greatest keeping option, but problem ये है आपके पास इतने foreign options है,
foreign
you have
options
to
there.
play those
Yeah,
instead. Now,
yeah.
if and also Robin Paul, you could sit him out, but he's in really good form also. So इसलिए वो
Yeah.
headache हो गया मेरे हिसाब से. And like
I
someone
think
like a
as the
Mitchell,
tournament opens up and you see any kind of injury, then you can probably see a sort coming in. But
yeah,
अभी के लिए
and
तो
there
second ही
there
match है
will be
सभी
time.
को.
Yeah, there will be times. Look, it's just been one game. I don't think इतना आपको वो करना है. What you have to do is try to strengthen your weaknesses right now. Your Indian fast bowling is your weakness. You bring in Nokia, you try to solve that issue, and then you go forward. I don't think it's a worry. You drop one batsman. ठीक है, अगर नहीं चले मिचेल मार्श, अगर नहीं चला रॉबिन पॉल, फिर आप रूसो को वापस लेके आ सकते हैं, या vice versa. I don't think that's a big deal. What you have to do is first solve your issues. Your issue is your fast bowling. You need fast bowling, and that's what Nokia will bring. And you're hoping that it's going to be peak Nokia, not the Nokia who's going to get hit around. And Nokia, we've seen him even in Australia, how good he was bowling in all conditions. He bowls pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So if he can bowl well and save you those runs with the overs, then your batting ka pressure hi chala jata. Then when Shaw and Warner opening the batting, or they'll have less pressure if Nokia can have figures of 4 overs, like 15 or 20 runs, and picks up 3-4 wickets. Even if he gets hit for 40 runs and he picks up 4 wickets, gets the wicket of Hardik Pandya and Shubman Gill, that will give you a lot. So you have to think of it that way also. Ulta thoda dekhna padta kabhi kabhi. Delhi should play Abhishek Porel as a genuine wicketkeeper. Sarfaraz great batsman but not a good keeper. Unnecessary backlash aata wicketkeeper ke wajah se. Porel was the wicketkeeper for under 19. Yeah, that is an option. Like, I don't mind that change. Again, they'll probably give Sarfaraz a few more games and then see. And then yes, magar keeping me issue ho raha unhe. He was also letting a lot of buys go. So that will be a problem. Sarfaraz keeping looks very dicey. Yes, it does. In last match, he dropped many balls off his gloves while catching. Abhishek Porel, any chance in coming matches? Yes, he has a chance of coming
Coming
in.
match,
Do you
yeah.
think? Do you think Stokes is too casual in IPL? Never seen intensity in fire in him to win like when he plays for England. No, yesterday I saw him like there was reactions when the other teams, when there was misfields or catches being taken and stuff. He was showing some passion over there. He's not going to be the main guy when you're playing for Chennai. Is going to be Dhoni. And the last
Yeah, he
time
was
also I
also
remember.
talking to the players. He was talking to the players, mentoring them
Yeah,
around.
I
तुषार
don't think.
देशपांडे को जाके बात करा उन्हें तुषार पांडे का जब कैच भी पकड़े तो उसके सिर पे जाके मारा उन्हें
Yeah,
तो
and even
he
for
is
England
there.
now, these days you see he's more calmer. Like he won't go as crazy as you saw him like long time ago. So he is someone you will see hints of passion from him. I think he's there. He's not taking it casual. Also, he's coming from an injury, a knee injury as well. Maybe that could affect something. But apart from that, I don't think he's taking it casually. He's just not being able to perform on that level right now. It's not nothing to worry about. I don't think right now, as of now.
Yeah.
बोलिंग भी शुरू कर दिया उन्हें, तो अगर उन्हें और फ्लो में आ गया तो then he'd be a very useful player for Dhoni, and he might be one of the key players even as a leader there around MS Dhoni who can help. अगर Dhoni has to sit out a few games, then Stokes can lead also, so you have that option. Any player to replace Patidar in 11 also in squad?
So Bangalore squad.
Last time, if you see the game against what's his name,
Mumbai.
Mumbai Indians. It was, I think, they changed the order. So Shahbaz, they played more all rounders. If you see their batting, it looked a bit light. They had Shahbaz Ahmed coming at 6, Harsha Patel 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know who. Yeah, they didn't have that extra batting option. So I don't know who's going to be Patita's replacement, man. I'm not sure exactly right now. Fez, you have any idea?
No, I'm trying to go through their team, but I'm not actually finding anyone. To be very honest, they have Lomore. Lomore can
Lor
probably
more,
come.
हाँ, उन्हें option है,
Lomore,
उन्हें आके
yeah.
खेल सकता पार्टीदार के जगह में.
सूयश भी है, प्रभु देसाई सूयश है, and
ये दो
they have
options
a
है.
few options है, सोनू यादव and stuff like that. But देखना पड़ेगा अभी with
But
the
the way
loss of
they
Ajax
played,
and Patidaria.
they got
Yeah.
Dinesh Karthikeyan one down and everything, and yeah, it was a different batting order this time around. Lekin, like maybe a Lombror could play or a Suyash Prabhu Desai could play as well. Maybe that could be an option. But Patera will be a big miss, man. He was getting with grips with this IPL system, all this high intensity, high pressure, and he was performing. He scored 100 in a playoff. Confidence आ गया था बंदे में, लेकिन अब unfortunately he got injured. तो क्या कर सकते? First, we picked our fantasy, but your prediction for today's game?
I see. Okay, let me see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Delhi winning. I'm seeing Delhi winning.
Delhi Capitals winning. I even see Delhi Capitals winning as well. Yeah.
I see Warner going to be the player of the match. I don't know why.
David Warner. I'm going Prithvi Shaw. And maybe Kuldeep with the ball or Aksar. Maybe Kuldeep, man, he's my boy, man. I hope he gets a good spell in and rips through that middle order and gets all of them out. And I hope Delhi win as well. But never count out this Gujarati team have shown कि भाई मुश्किल स्थितियों
Character.
में मुश्किल situations में लोग निकालते हैं गेम को ना तो राशिद आके मारता है या तो तिवाटिया मारता कोई ना कोई उनके पास options रहते with the ball also someone or the other steps up they don't have Ferguson this time around but Alzazi Joseph he bowled pretty well उसके पास pace है उन्हें trouble कर सकता opposition players को you'll see him targeting Sarfaraz Prithvi Shaw I'm sure तो ये गुजरात टीम को आप कभी भी काउंट आउट नहीं कर सकते yes they're playing away from home right now they're going to play against Delhi in Delhi लेकिन आप काउंट आउट नहीं कर सकते they have horses for courses they got spinners as well Rashid Khan they've got fast bowlers in Alzari and Shami they've got batters in Shubman Gill and Hardik Pandya they've got David Miller back so they have plenty of options it's just that if Gill Hardik Miller don't perform then there'll be a lot of pressure on someone like Asaha
Yeah.
or who's the other guy the one down you said sorry Sai Sudarshan yeah
Sai
उसके
Sudarshan,
ऊपर
yeah.
उसके ऊपर प्रेशर रहेगा तो अगर ये लोग नहीं परफॉर्म करे तो बट लेट्स सी इट विल बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग गेम टॉस फैक्टर आई थिंक चेसिंग on this ground it looks like the better option that's what we've seen from records the team chasing has won 7 games whereas the team batting first has won 3 games but don't you think Patel is getting robbed बंदा सेंचुरी बंदा दे रहा था ओपन कर रहा था जब आरआर में he has to bat at number 4 RCB may has to bat at number 4. I think you're saying. I don't think he's getting robbed. You have to understand. Also, look at the situation he's in. Look at the team, the players, his teammates, and everything. You have Virat Kohli, Faf, and everything there. Don't think he's necessarily getting.
And
robbed
also, I
down.
mean, रॉब ऐसा में उन्हें इंजरी हो गई ना आप साल उसको like, अगर नहीं खिला रहे थे उसको या कुछ साल फिर सोच सकते थे बट यहाँ पे उन्हें खुद पाँव पे डाल लेके आउट हो गया तो you can't really say he's getting robbed. It's just bad timing.
No, they're
of the
saying
injury.
even when he was playing, he wasn't playing in his position. That's what I think he's saying. कि भाई उनके पोजीशन में नेशनल पोजीशन में खेल रहे बट व्हेन यू हैव ऑप्शंस अदर ऑप्शंस लाइक दैट लाइक विराट कोहली एंड स्टफ आई थिंक प्लेयर्स लाइक दैट दे डोंट हैव अ प्रॉब्लम दे विल वांट टू एडजस्ट दे वांट टू शो दैट दे आर फ्लेक्सिबल एंड that's how you prove as a cricketer you look at Shubman Gill he played as a kid in one down उन्होंने नंबर 3 का बैट्समैन था ओपनर कभी था नहीं उसको ओपनर बना दिया आईपीएल में फिर उसके बाद इंडिया के लिए ओपनर बन गया उन्हें he started off his career under 19 when I first saw Shubman Gill he was batting one down.
And I think with this trending Indian side right now, if you see, you can't just pick this.
Oh, he's talking about Padikkal. Sorry, not Patidar.
Oh, Devdutt Padikkal. Okay.
Yeah, again, you know, Josh Butler or Jaiswal है आप कहाँ उसको fit करेंगे? I wouldn't say he's getting robbed, but yes, he's better off opening the batting if you say it like that. Yes, but he's a proper opener. He's batting at 4.
Yeah, he was fantastic in Bangalore. Like I really enjoyed
but again, what can you do? Like I don't think he's getting robbed in that sense. Again, he will probably take this opportunity as a different challenge and you know try to make the most of it. And see if he can develop. At least he's getting chance. At least he's in the playing 11. He's batting with the likes of Sanju Samson and Josh Butler. That's a huge advantage as well. So I think he'll take it as a challenge. But yes, it is a bit hard on him, 100%.
Yeah, it's special. The most underrated player in the IPL this time. No one expecting to do anything. Always takes wickets. He hits long ball. Remembering his innings in India. I don't think he's underrated, Manoj bhai, because agar he would have been underrated, he would have still been at an unsold pot list. I mean, he came in for a Will Jacks. And I'm so not underrating this guy because I know what he brings to the table. We've seen that innings in India, what he has done, and was potentially almost brought the game back to for New Zealand. It's just that he's a quiet guy. I mean, he's not the most animated guy, but he is very important. I'm pretty sure for that squad, he adds balance to that RCB squad. Depth में जो batting आती, gracefully जाके बनाता वो चीज़ I think मेरे लिए तो I don't think he's underrated. It's just right now it's like too many people in that with the likes of Kohli, Faf को जब आप देखते हैं sort of overshadowed, but definitely he's not going under the radar. For me at least, he's not going under the radar.
In general, maybe he is because of Virat Kohli, Faf over there, Hasaranga to come and all that. Because when Hasaranga comes, then maybe he'll take that position. There could be a possibility.
There is going to be one innings from this guy, and then he'll be like in the tops.
But someone who has been underrated now, everybody is going to hype him is Myers. Nobody gave him, no one talked about him, and in the 11, nobody, none of us.
We were watching him a lot, and we were talking about him. His son, like from
but we didn't even keep him in our 11. Like Quinton, we put Quinton de Kock. I mean, like I'll put my hands up. I underrated him, and I've seen him in the World Cup also. He hit one of the best sixes I've seen in my life. वो जो point के ऊपर मारा था, and I still underrated him after that. This guy is a proper player. I also saw him pick up 5 wickets against England in a Test match. I was that game, and I still underrated him after that. And he's someone who's really caught the fire, man. Right now, Myers. मुस्तफा भाई माकरम आ गया. माकरम वर्क्स वेल एज समद. अगर सरफराज की बैटिंग चल पड़ी तो बहुत रन मारेंगे इंशाल्लाह. यही उम्मीद है. देखो एक दो मैच हारेंगे, थोड़ा सा बैंडेज निकाल के फिर देंगे वापस. डोंट वरी, वी विल बी बैक मैन. सॉरी नॉट पाटिदार, पाटिकल. यस भाई आप अपने को दे दो पाटिकल SRH में. He'd be a good option open the batting because Abhishek he's converting into opener, but he started also lower middle order his career in the under 19. So yeah man, Patikal as an opener would be a decent shot. मगर कोई बात नहीं भाई, हमारे पास है अभिषेक शर्मा है
Abhishek
ऑप्शन में.
Sharma.
या बिलीव करो इन द बॉयज. एक गेम हुआ बस, वापस आएंगे. 2-3 गेम भी हारे तो का टेंशन ना खोलो. वी विल कम बैक एंड वी विल विन दिस. 2016 if I'm not mistaken, we lost the first 2 games and then we won the title.
Yeah, we won the title. Yeah.
So don't
Even
worry about
Argentina
it.
lost their opener and they won the World Cup. So you never know. Losing the first match can be a blessing in disguise
Well,
as well.
Argentina lost to one of the best teams in the world. Like we lost to
Exactly. And
Rajasthan.
we
So
lost
that's
to
the
one
only
of
thing.
the best teams in the IPL right now. So it's almost spade for spade. But उसके हिसाब से अगर मैं देख रहा हूँ, it's good for Sunrisers. Early eye openers are very good in the tournament. आगे जाके आपके mistakes जो करे, आप जो बैटिंग में गिचियां डाले, whatever it was, the miss, the run जो दे दिए आप, हिट दिया आप, no need of all of those things. Overthrows, no balls, सब intact हो जाते. Markram coming back, leader is back. It's time for Sunrisers Orange on Friday. But दूध दिख रहा है मैच.
मेरे को एक प्रेडिक्शन, 2-3 प्रेडिक्शंस दो. पावर प्ले में आज सबसे ज्यादा रन कौन मारेगा?
Prithvi Shaw.
So more than Shubman Gill.
More than Shubman Gill.
और पावर प्ले में विकेट सबसे ज्यादा कौन लेगा आज?
पावर प्ले विकेट्स अगर राशिद खान डाला तो राशिद खान बोलता हूँ. अगर राशिद खान डाला तो, नहीं तो आई वुड गो विद.
मैं उन्हें डाला भी तो एक आध ओवर डालेगा, तो मे बी यू गो विद समवन हु विल बोल कपल overs at least.
Not here डाल देंगे.
Yeah, I'll go Shami. He's playing against his old team. Probably he wants to prove a point. But yeah, MC's in the house. What's up, bro? Thank you for joining. Warner, he's saying in the power play will score the more runs. Faz is going Prithvi Shaw. And
I feel Warner has an overall good game, but I just feel Prithvi Shaw jaldi
Faz get influenced by my hype of Prithvi Shaw, and I like it. Ridhiman Saha hit more runs in power play. That's also an option. Saha bhi maar sakta.
If he gets
And
going.
Overall, highest run scorer in the match and highest wicket taker in the match today and man of the match.
Highest run scorer David Warner for me. Highest wicket taker I would go with Rashid Khan.
You go Rashid Khan. I'll go Kuldeep Yadav and Prithvi Shaw. Prithvi Shaw. I really like him, man. But ideally, Shubman Gill is also a good shot for high scores. But I'll go Prithvi Shaw and Kuldeep Yadav.
What are your prediction on Hardik Pandya? You think
Carbon? Who, Hardik Pandya?
Yeah.
With the bat, maybe he'll get a 30-odd and maybe he'll get a wicket or two.
But we're both going Delhi for the win.
I'm going Delhi for the win as well. Yeah, I think Delhi will. I'm going more also. I don't know, man. This Gujarat team, every time I see it, I'm like, bhai, kaisa jeetne wale hain log? There's no way. And someone comes and proves me wrong. So maybe again that will happen. They have some crazy individual performances, man. That's the problem. Shami first over, 2 overs mein 1 wicket guaranteed. That is Ibrahim Bhai's bold prediction for the day. And also watch out for the fielding, man. Khalil needs to step up. He cannot drop like freaking Shubman Gill, like how you drop Kyle Myers. He has
I'm
to
pretty sure
wake
he must
up,
have
man.
got an earful. He must have got an earful.
From punter Ricky Ponting, bro. This guy is the most nasty guy. Like if he wants to be, he can be the most strict guy. Like any of us will get scared. Like if he, so I'm sure he gave him
a good prediction. I think Mitch Marsh after a 0, he'll definitely want to prove himself. Mitch Marsh
and okay, most wickets.
North K most wickets. Run scorer Gill or Marsh for their team. Wicket taker Joseph and North K. Nice. Alzari is a very good shout. We know how consistent he's been with his line and lengths, and he picked up I think 3 wickets in the last match as well. So yeah, that's a very good shout. I just feel Warner is written all over this, and yeah, if power play में बात करें North K, but overall Rashid Khan.
Okay, sounds good. I think that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you, Faiz, for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. हम लोग जुड़ेंगे आपके साथ straight after the game. There's also some football, I think, at 12:30 our time. So we'll come before that. So we'll come straight after the game, hopefully tomorrow, and we will today. Sorry, we'll come straight after the game today, and we will review the game. We will analyze. We will see if our predictions are right or wrong, and discuss the क्या हुआ match में, क्या नहीं हुआ match में. So everybody eagerly watch the game. Whatever bits you see, when you're done, come and join us. Give your comments, give your questions, whatever you have to discuss, you can discuss with us. We will catch you in a few hours right after the game. Until then, enjoy, take care, have a good iftar, and catch you later.
See you.